Hi everyone, I'd like to introduce a Starcraft 2 custom game called The Thing. Popularized by 3 movies over the years, this game invites a dark premise and the terror it unleashes. The Thing, as most of you may know, is an alien creature that can transform into any human it has killed. In this game, the Thing can be in 2 shapes, Marine or Monster. The Marine behaves like any other player, except it has to maintain control. If more than 2 other Marines are grouped around the Thing, the control meter will drop. If control is depleted, then the Thing will transform into its monster shape. In monster form, the Thing has increased health and its walking speed is faster than the Marine. It uses a melee attack to kill Marines, and usually 3 in a row suffices. In this video, I'd like to point out a few tips when playing as the Thing. First off is the map. Aquilon Station is a snow world which prevents Marines from stimming on the snow. This allows the Thing to maintain a speed advantage outside and allows for crucial attacks by the Thing. Alright, so I'm the light blue color here, and trying to be inconspicuous here, I proceed to follow the group as any normal Marine would. Now, when I do this, I decide, well, I should probably attack them pretty soon since I am on the snow anyway, and decide maybe I should attack at this point, but decide to do it later. The only reason now is the other group cannot see exactly who I am, so I decide to attack. And you can see here the speed advantage really comes into play. Now, of course, I'm attacking the closest Marine I've got, and you can see that the guy suffers that fate. So at this point, I'm not 100% sure whether or not they know my color, but it's probably easy enough for them to guess who it was. So I decided to play aggressive here. Alright, so following after this one Marine I see, I proceed to follow him and find that I see 2. Now at this point I'm still aggressive because I still have the health advantage here. But what I do next is I decide to divide and conquer. Now you can see the Marines heading both towards each other, now the 3rd Marine joining up here. Now, at this point they should all group together and attack me at the same time, and also move as a group away as they continue to fire. Now what I do here though is you can see that I decide to put myself in between the 2. You can see a direct diagonal line forcing the Marines both left and right. Now I decide to go after the guy going to outside because obviously I have the speed advantage outside. What he could have also done is lock the door. That's exactly what happens. So the Marine goes outside, he manages to lock the door, and here I'm faced with a dilemma as the guy's about to throw a grenade. Now, fortunately, he throws the grenade, and we both escape. Now, it just so happened that we were both slowed and I was in the vicinity to attack him. And then I proceed again to follow up my attack, since I have a lot of health, and continue to follow them outside. Now, at this point, those 2 Marines are gone because I have the speed advantage, as shown here. I do not throw any grenades, and you can see that I easily take them down. Red, for some reason, goes to the left, but I managed to take care of him pretty quickly. After following a team of Marines headed outside, I proceed to follow them into the other building. Now here, I decide to scout. By doing that, I just simply hide next to the place where they are, and my radar will detect how many players are inside. Now this room here has been called many names, but it's the only room so far that has only one entrance or exit, and can be crucial for either dealing damage as the Thing or taking damage as the Thing, depending on how you decide to attack. Now, knowing that I have 4 Marines inside, and whether or not I know that there is a flamethrower, I decide to go out and investigate. So as you can see, as I approach the door, I immediately know who's inside. Now there's no flamethrower, so I decide to continue my attack. I stay close enough to the door so that they cannot block me in. If they do, it'll push me outside. And I try and take care of anyone close by the door. So you can see that the 1st Marine will go down, and at that short moment you'll see my health spike as well. This indicates that every kill you get a piece of health as well, which is really beneficial if you decide to continuously attack a larger group. Alright, on the second attack, I again decided to go for the person who was closest to me. I would have been able to get purple, but once I saw the timer going off, I knew exactly who to go for. So instead of going for yellow, which would have seemed smarter, given that the fact that he's stuck in a corner, I decided to go after the guy with the grenade. You always go after the guy with the grenade. The only way to really defend that spot is with a flamethrower, because the flamethrower deals quite a significant amount of damage to the thing in the monster form. So you can see here that when I leave, I'm instantly spotted by a group here. Now you can see that the flamethrower, even though it just briefly touched me, I take quite a significant bit of damage. Now, what I decided to do here is a simple technique by cutting off people from their group. So I transform back into marine shape, and then right when a person or two people come in, I immediately slam the door shut so the other people cannot get in. Then, at that point, I would transform back into the monster and attack. Now, it just so happened I managed to get the guy with the flamethrower and managed to take him out before him and his cohorts could have done a lot of damage. So at this point, the flamethrower is the most damaging against my type of style, so I decide to steal it, basically. And then what I do is I run away as I'm trying to go undetected to try and find a spot where I can dispose of the flamethrower and grenade. So at this point, I see a bunch of red on my mini-map, so I decided to investigate. So I think from my camera view, I think I saw 2. But as I proceed, I find out that there are exactly 4 Marines in that group. Now all I'm doing here is trying to decide when I should be able to attack. Now again, I'm just holding my distance so they can't see me, but that I know exactly where their location is. Now these plants here actually are really good for sight lines. Now even when I'm hiding behind this, they cannot see, even if they're standing right in front of that patch of green there, they cannot see through it. And I'm continuing to follow and see what happens. Again, watching my mini-map to make sure that I know exactly where they're going. And I see that one of them has gone out, so I decide to follow and attack. Now, here is one of the deciding battles that could have gone both ways. Alright, so in this attack we can see that one of the Marines here decides to throw a grenade real early. Now, it could have been a noob mistake, but it generally makes me have to move forward into the group. Now here you can see that I'm trying to go after the Marine, again that's closest to me. I continue to do so, and what I'm trying to do here is trying to split it up. Trying to split that group up, so again I take out anyone I can. Now you can see that the group here is in a triangular shape, and that's good for me because what it allows me to do is go after a particular person, and if they decide to run, then anyone else has to follow, and that's good. So he throws the grenade and he decides to run, obviously, so what I do is I follow after him. Now you can see that as I run after this Marine here, the other 2 are behind me, running after me. Now I have a speed advantage, so I will be able to kill the Marine here and successfully be able to run away. As I enter the building, I quickly change back into a Marine form. This allows me to lock the doors. It also provides them with a little bit of uncertainty when they first arrive into it. Obviously they'll quickly realize that I was the thing, obviously due to the blood splatter. But what it does allow me is to get close enough to them. On the verge of almost losing all my health, I transform into the thing and go after one of them. Now again, you can see that I've split the Marines again, one attacking and running away and one following. So I managed to take him out. A good use of stim at this point would have been able for him to leave, and possibly also I managed to make my escape. And as I exit into the snow, I'll quickly transform back into Marine mode and then use the locked door, which I didn't use the first time around. This then allows me for a quick getaway, and at this point I think I've pretty much killed everyone, But what I'm trying to do again is position myself close by the door, so when the Marine tries to enter, he will obviously escape back into the snow, and again, since I have the speed advantage, will be able to track him down. I managed to find him again inside the building, and again, it's basically stalking your prey. So I continue to follow him up, and I realize he's going to eventually intersect where I am, decide to burrow, and get close enough to him in order to attack him, which I managed to get close enough, almost, but a good use of stim and a locked door allows him to make a swift getaway. But his getaway was a little bit too obvious from my radar, and I managed to determine where he was going, and with his stim and locked door cooldown in effect, I managed to be able to outrun him. So that was my game with the Thing, where I managed to take everyone out. So hopefully some of the strategies here are useful for when you try and play as the Thing. And whatever you do, I wish you luck, and I hope you enjoy the game.